Streetlives is a New York City-based nonprofit that empowers unhoused individuals through digital products rooted in lived experience. Adam Bard, Executive Director of Streetlives, demoed YourPeer, a digital tool that helps service seekers find free and low-cost social services. Check out their work, links in the description box below.
Hi, thanks Anthony. My name's Adam Bard. I'm the Executive Director at Streetlives, and we're going to demonstrate YourPeer. YourPeer is a peer-validated service directory of social services across New York City, and we'll explain it as we go through it. So we can look at here at the home screen. It's mobile first. If you were on a phone, it would work like an app. We have the introduction, languages that are relevant to the community of service that's using it. This is primarily targeted at young people experiencing homelessness in New York City. High-level categories of services that you can click through. Some validation from users, and here are a number of partners. We've been very fortunate to work with a lot of nonprofits, partners in the city and city agencies. So let's step into it. If I want to explore services, I click in here. On the desktop, you see both map and list, and it geolocates us. I've allowed it to geolocate us. If I didn't share my location, I could sort the list by what's recently updated and by what has the most services. We have filters. Let's say I want to look for shelter and housing, and I'm 21 years old. So that gives us 55 results. Again, I'm focused on what's nearby, and I can scroll through the list, and I can click into one of the services. Here is Street Work, Safe Horizon. Let's see, I think they have other locations in the city too. So I can come back out and look around. And I get a number of pages, so I see I've got a good number of results here. So if I click into Street Work, we see a street view because sometimes locations don't want to advertise themselves on the street level, but we want to show you the entrance, so if you need this service, you can be pointed to where to go. We can give you directions. There's their contact number, there's their website. You can edit information if it's not good. We're gathering some review highlights. In fact, this is just a demonstration because this is a project we're involved in with the DYCD drop-in centers at the moment. And here we looked at shelter, so we're opening up the information on shelter for you. There's many other services, but we've kept them closed. You can open them if you want. And we do this because we're focusing on what you've searched for. Search for information is prioritized, and if you're in crisis, too much information means that you're not going to recall everything that we're trying to show you. All the information on YourPeer is gathered by people who have lived experience of homelessness who have experience navigating services. They're our employees, and nothing is shared on YourPeer unless they've validated that this information is correct at the time they gather it. They have autonomy to publish it, and we show you when the information was last gathered. This one isn't the freshest, it was 5 months ago, but that means you have the opportunity to call up and double check it. Again, if we go back to the list, if we want the most recent information, we can see that 7 days ago we had Postgraduate Center for Mental Health, Sanctuary for Families, Project Hospitality. Let's have a look in here. One of the other areas, on Staten Island, we went down there and we gathered feedback from their community. Let's have a look at that. We keep the feedback anonymous to the public, but if the person leaving the feedback chooses to do so, their email is shared with the provider. And you can see the provider can jump in and reply to them, directly informing them how they've addressed their feedback or maybe inviting them to share more information. So again, going down to the services, we open shelter and housing. Here's the other services. They've got plenty of services. And the information that we're gathering and sharing is the critical information you need, giving you confidence that you can go and access this service, because too often you'll go online trying to find information and that information is incomplete or very out of date, and you may travel across town to try and get this service only to find that you get there and then there's a critical piece of information missing, which meant that you were never eligible to get this service in the first place. So we want to make sure, from the perspective of lived experience, that we've covered everything you need to make sure you can confidently go and access this service. I'd say that's the overview. Currently, YourPeer is serving about 3,500 to 4,000 people a month. It was launched under the New York City plan, Opportunity Starts with a Home, which has been running under the Mayor Adams administration, and we hope will run through into the Mamdani administration. And we look forward to serving more people with peer-validated information on social services across the city as YourPeer continues. Thank you.